Is it contagious? If so, I will still take a listen. Death and their album Leprosy. This is the second album in Death's discography. Also, this is the day, November 16th, 30 years ago, this album was released. Happy birthday. With Chuck Schuldiner on guitar, vocals, and bass, and lyrical writing, Bill Andrews on drums, and Rick Ross doing extra guitar work, this now three-man band brings a whole new meaning to the term death metal. This was made around the time when death metal was trying to find its footing. Bands were still borrowing tons of elements from thrash. We had Pestilence, Obituary, Autopsy, Morbid Angel all in the 80s, releasing albums, and Leprosy pretty much came out on top at that time. It is a bit longer sounding, like the songs are longer, I think, than the first album, but they do not lack the enjoyment factor. There are great, amazing things about this album, such as the production quality, the music, the songs, well, same thing. The vocals, the guitar, drums, everything just syncs so perfectly. However, like I just mentioned, they are a bit long in terms of runtime. The first song, Leprosy, is almost 6.5 minutes, which kind of turns me off from listening to this album over Death's Scream Bloody Gore, which has Infernal Death, which was around a 3-minute song, because you go into this album and you're like, yes, I want to hear all these songs, really fast and really heavy music should be played really fast and heavy from the get-go, but this song just goes on and on. I love it, don't get me wrong, but it kind of turns me off from the rest of the album, because when you hear it's over, you're like, oh cool, what are we on, the third song now? No, we're on the second. This is the only reason I prefer Scream Bloody Gore, but Leprosy is just a kick-ass album. I love the artwork as well. It creates this visual appearance of walking through a desolate wasteland with leprosy and decay surrounding you. The only thing that is keeping you alive is knowing that the band Death is playing for you. All these songs, only 8 of them, are kick-ass. I believe that's about 4 less songs than the first album. And I love them all, but if I had to pick my 4 favorites, out of half of the album, it'd be Forgotten Past, Primitive Ways, Born Dead, and my favorite, Pull the Plug. Because that song is just freaking kick-ass. Death's Leprosy is just a kick-ass, no-hold-bars, full-throttle album that just goes for your jugular and rips it the fuck out. What more can I say? I mean, it's Death Leprosy, their second album out of a discography that has all great albums. And for that only reason that I don't like it as much as Scream Bloody Gore, that reason will not be a detriment to my overall rating, because overall, I give Death and their album Leprosy a 4 out of 5, much like the first album. I'm Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook and Twitter fan page in the description below, and leave comments and subscribe.